Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. The County of Riverside is facing an $80 million budget deficit and fears it could get worse because of employee unions' unfunded pension obligations. With us now is Chairman of the Riverside County Board of Supervisors, Bob Buster.
Happy to be here, Leslie.
Thank you very much for being here. Tell us about what Riverside County is doing in negotiating with the unions and bargaining units to renegotiate these
Yeah,
obligations.
we're trying to carefully bargain with all our units. This is the toughest time we've ever faced. The greatest budget deficit. We face over 600 layoffs and service cuts to this rapidly growing county. And so internally, we need to change things in our county. And one of the areas that'll make the most amount of difference to reducing our budget deficit and avoiding layoffs is for all our employees, myself included, of course, to begin paying into our pensions.
How much can the county expect to save by renegotiating, by having employees pay into their own pensions?
Well, we're shooting for about a $20 million savings or more over the next several years by people beginning to pay in their pensions. We're not requiring it all at once. We're phasing it in over a 2 or 3 year period, and we're trying to match it with some pay increases. For example, to one of our unions, the Service Employees International Union, we offered a 2.7% pay increase in the second year of a contract, and then also to begin the process at 3% this year, 3% next year, and 2% in the third year of their paying into their pensions.
Why isn't just renegotiating for new hires good enough? What are you looking at if you don't do these kinds of changes?
We're doing that as well. That's part of the package as well. New hires will come in under a lower pension formula. And we still are hiring. I mean, we're the biggest employer at about over 17,000 employees. So it will make a difference, but it will be slow in the initial years. It will accelerate. It will probably save us over $200 million over a 10-year period to have lower pension formulas for new hires. So we're instituting that too.
Are you getting anywhere in these negotiations?
Well, I think we are. I think even though the unions themselves are recalcitrant and are very far apart from us and don't recognize our economic situation, it's an educational process across all the represented and unrepresented employees. And many of them, even union represented employees, realize they have a job, they have a very good secure pension. And so they ought to be thankful for that, and that we all, with shared sacrifice, can save more county jobs. We can prevent these layoffs.
And there's wavering public support because people are looking in their own pockets saying we're not enjoying these same sorts of benefits. What will happen if nothing happens? What will happen if nurses and dispatchers and other such county employees decide to go on strike?
Yeah, and the union has threatened escalating job actions up to and including a strike. I don't think a general strike will occur. We're looking at these critical areas, though. If we need to get experienced people in there on a temporary basis, I think we'll be ready for that.
You know, some of the people working for the county say that they earn far less than people in the public sector do, and they depend on these sorts of benefits to make it equal.
Yeah, we looked at that. That's no longer the case. We did an extensive comparison of our benefits and our compensation across both private and public sector competitors and found that Riverside County was paying, in many cases, more than the average, and particularly with our pensions added onto that, they were way above the norm.
What's the next step in these negotiations?
Well, I think we need to carry them through. We've done this with 2 of our major unions, our Sheriff's Deputies Union and the Service Employees, and now we have at least three more units to go. We also impose these same conditions required our unrepresented in management too.
Okay, thank you very much, Supervisor Bob Buster, for being with us today. And thank you for tuning in. More HLN next.